Hi everyone, welcome back to another COOLABAH with Chris. Saturday afternoon, I think. Yeah, no, it's not. Saturday morning. It's almost afternoon. Going to have a quick shave, then probably have another couple hours kip. I'm absolutely knackered, and I'm looking forward to this one. I'm moving on to my next artisan, and pretty much my sort of series of going through a full set of artisan soaps which I own. Some, like Ariana and Evan's grooming department, I've only got one soap, so it's kind of hard, but you get the gist of how good they are from using them. This particular brand, or this particular artisan, I've got two soap splash sets. This one today is COOLABAH, and the brand or the soap maker is Australian Private Reserve. The scent on this one, now a lot of people got a bit annoyed by it. They were expecting it to smell like Creed Aventus. Now this is not a Creed Aventus scented soap. It is a soap and splash to complement Creed Aventus. It was made so that you could use this without having a soap and splash, which is just basically an imitation, which is never as good as the real thing. So instead of doing that, Dan over at APR created a splash and a soap scent that is very pineapple forward. It's got a slight hint of cologne, so it's quite sweet. Beautiful hit of menthol in here as well, and it just matches very nicely with the Creed Aventus with its pineapple and smoky scent. Really, really nice. The brush for tonight, I've seen quite a few posts online now for Boar brushes, and one of the guys that follows the channel has just had his finished. He's just posted some photographs of his on Facebook, and I decided to go with this one. Sorry, I'm shaking. 30mm Whip Dog Boar, crazy looking knot, beautiful knot, and my turn and shave, Milton turn and shave handle, which is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So here we go, straight into the soap. Been a little while since I've used this one. It's one of those ones, because it's limited edition, I'm not sure whether it will come back next year. I think it will, because it was very popular. Oh yeah. Very, very nice scent. It's not a complex scent like Dan over at APR normally does, but it's certainly a very, very nice scent. I'm still yet to try the Australian Private Reserve F2 base. It's sort of difficult really, if I'm honest. I love these products, I love the scents. They were very, very kindly sent to me from Dan over at APR. But I go back to the website, I go to the Straight Whisker, I look at the soaps and splashes, I get a bit confused with how they're going to smell and the names and stuff of them. And then it's $30 for a soap, and I'm like, well, I can order 5 soaps from America with shipping from America of soap which in my opinion is better quality soap, and it's cheaper to order those 5 soaps. Now, I'm one for trying to help out small businesses and local business and Australian business, but it's hard when they're so expensive. And I know that Dan, like the Secret Artisan over here in Western Australia, uses high quality essential oils. I get that, I know it's expensive. I know you can't make truly wonderful scents with essential oils unless they are high quality. So I totally get that. Now this soap base itself is a really, really good soap base. I can't remember whether it's, I think it is tallow here, tallow based soap. Now after using grooming department yesterday, I have to be honest and say that really, when the vegetal based soaps get to the sort of levels of grooming department, and even the Secret Artisan, Wickham, things like that, it's not a massive difference between them and tallow based soaps really. The grooming department one in particular really excels for me in slickness and cushion and volume, everything. It's up there with the best. Menthol's lovely and cool already. So let's start dipping the tips. Now if you watch the channel quite often, my lather technique for natural hair brushes is totally different. I literally just keep dipping the tips and swirling it on until I get where I like it. I can't paint it on as nicely as I can with a synthetic. And because the Boar holds so much water, it's hard to sort of gauge what's in the knot, and then you paint so much water with the tips, and then you spray the knot and the knot's full of water as well, so you overhydrate the soap. Now this knot isn't a super dense knot. It's not dense like an Omega boar. It's slightly less dense, but the fibres are really soft. They're thick, but they're soft. It's weird. Now if you order one and you get it when it's dry, you'll think it's going to be horrible and scritchy and scratchy, but it's really, really soft on your skin. And as you can see, it whips up a phenomenal lather. I absolutely love this soap. It's really, really nice soap. Just too expensive in my opinion. But the scent's spot on. Look at the load in that. Oh, the menthol in this one is just a perfect amount of menthol. It's really cooling already and I haven't shaved yet, so it gets just that little bit cooler for the next pass. Once again, the Karve razor, all brass, C-plate, 0.85 blade gap, and this is the 14th use on the Gillette Super Stainless, the spoiler from the 80s. 14th use. I flipped the blade over again, so let's just see how we go. Look at that lather. Absolutely brilliant. Right, here we go. Now I'm still getting, sorry, I just did a completely silent pass there. I'm still getting one side of that blade, it's not uncomfortable, it just feels less sharp than the other side. It's still giving me a really smooth, comfortable shave, and I'm not getting any nicks, cuts or weepers from the blade. Right, straight off the bat, I can tell you right now, this is excellent soap, okay, so it's a great soap base, it is really good stuff. It's nowhere near in the levels of residual slickness of Holy Call, Noble Otter, Ariana and Evans grooming department. It's great, it's a very good residual slickness, but it just doesn't feel the same. That's just got the slightest touch of drag, and I'm talking very, very minimal. Whew, face is quite cool now. But it's not, doesn't take away from the shave. Head shaves, for me, I need the residual slickness. Face shaves, I don't really need it. I just highlight it while I'm doing it, because some people like residual slickness for buffing. Right, pass number 2 across the grain. The menthol in this soap is lovely. The scent is quite light, you don't get too much from it. It's very pineapple forward, so it doesn't sort of hang around, but you've got the splash there to go with it afterwards, which is nice. So during the shave it's not super strong, you get away with it, and once it's died off, if you don't use the splash, you can literally put any splash you want on it. It won't it won't linger and set on your skin. So here we go. All you other wet tubers out there, I was able to watch pretty much every video for 2 weeks there. I'm so busy with work now, I've got like 3 days off over the next 17 days. I just don't have the time. And with the World Cup being on, unfortunately, YouTube takes second place just now for my viewing pleasure. Now I thought this blade would still be struggling to get close, but it's not, still getting really close even after 14 shaves. Yeah, it definitely 100% doesn't have the same residual slickness close to the other ones. Ease of lather is just as easy, probably it's definitely around about that Noble Otter and Holy Cow, Holy Cow sort of level of ease of lathering and loading and things like that, so it's definitely up there with those soaps. The scents are excellent, they are as good as pretty much most of the guys out there that do quite complex scents. I'm getting a nice smell of the pineapple again now that I'm reapplying. just the cost. I really have to sit there. I have to bring that out every time I use this soap. It is bloody expensive. Now it's a very short loft, this knot. So in order to get to this sort of level of lather on a third lather, which isn't much, but there's way more than enough to shave for a third pass, you need to really load this brush quite heavy, because it's wide, it's quite deep, it's not deep set, but it's deep in the knot the soap goes, so you've got to make sure you get enough soap in there to cover it. Wow, this razor, this freaking razor is so good. So for those of you following the World Cup that don't know, I actually follow Portugal because Scotland never qualify anymore, so I've got my Portugal shirt on. This is actually the one that the official kit that they wore on the pitch when they won the European Championships 2 years ago, and of course it's got the best player for me personally in the world. I think Messi's more talented in terms of natural gifted, but I just prefer Ronaldo. I just think he's just an amazing player, and his generosity in terms of donating stuff. He's built hospitals. He's yeah, amazing. There's very few football players out there, stars in the world, that do that sort of stuff. Him and David Beckham are really the only two that come to mind when I think of doing stuff for the greater good, sort of. Even though Ronaldo's a bit of an egotistical wanker, loves himself and all that, but he wouldn't be where he was if he didn't, I don't think. Right, so let's rinse this brush out. Now, I was going to do a head shave today, but I just cannot be arsed. So, oh, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? I literally just swirled the tips on the top of the soap. Got to get my lips done, I can't go out of here on my lip and go on my lip. There we go, done and dusted. A little swirl on the top of the soap and you're sorted. Now, post-shave feel on the soap, I'm just letting it dry off now. I'll rinse this brush out again. Post-shave feel with Australian Private Reserve is excellent, it's really nice. Now, like I say, this is essentially Australian Private Reserve's old base. don't know the full goings on of why he dropped the original guy that made the soap base for him. So the soap base isn't actually made by Australian Private Reserve, it's pretty much made, shipped to him, and then he adds the scents. So in that sort of regards, it's a bit of an odd artisan setup, and it's probably why his soap's a little bit more expensive, because he's paying probably a little bit more for the soap because it's a made up product than he would if he made the soap himself. Right, I'm just going to pop the splash on now. So the splash is COOLABAH from Australian Private Reserve. Strange that. Now the scent on this smells far better than the soap. Well, not far better, but stronger. It's very, very pineapple-y, and I really like it actually. It's got that real fresh sort of freshly squeezed pineapple scent. It doesn't smell like an artificial pineapple. In fact, it won't be, because I'm sure Dan over at APR only uses essential oils. So I've just popped that on now. There was no real burn from the alcohol at all, and now comes the menthol. The menthol gets quite cooling on this one, and it really tingles the skin nice. Yeah, lovely. Now, you don't need a lot of this stuff. I figured this out myself now, I've learned this with this. This is a very heavy sort of concentrated oily product. Not oily, but if you put too much on, it really makes your skin oily. If you just put, so I go for 5 small drops, 5 drops, rub it all over, and bang, and you're done. That's plenty. And what it also does is it means there's a good chance that splash will last the same length of time as the soap. A chance, not a massive chance, but a good chance. Oh yes. So the soap today, you already know what the soap was. COOLABAH from Australian Private Reserve. Lovely, lovely soap, it really is. The labels are nice, they're nicer than they used to be, they're a lot nicer than the black and white ones. They're still not anywhere near the standards of Barrister & Mann, Noble Otter, Grooming Department, Ariana and Evans. You know, those ones really take the labelling to the next level, Lather Bros, all that sort of stuff. These ones are quite simple, they're plain, you get exactly what you see with them. This one, for me, just reminds me a bit of Pink Floyd, which I quite like. The brush, 30mm Whip Dog Boar, which gets softer pretty much every time I use it at the moment, but it's already soft when you buy it brand new. You can see how scraggly the knot looks, it's just all over the place, but it feels great on the skin. And you've seen the lathers it makes phenomenal lathers. And that is the Milton turn and shave handle that's on it. Absolutely beautiful handle, absolutely love this one. It's pretty much overall probably my favourite brush in the den if I went overall in brushes. For the actual colours in the handle, the knot, everything, I really, really enjoy this brush. It's probably not my favourite knot, but as an overall item, it's definitely my favourite brush to look at and hold and use. There's a lot of weight to it, it's really nice. Not much more can be said about this razor for me. I have praised this razor as if I was the one making it. I can't get it to focus, there you go. It's just crafted to perfection, there's no tooling marks on it, no marks on it at all. It's just absolutely perfect. It's a wonderful razor to use. I'm really looking forward to getting the other plates. Now, just a bit of an update on the plates. The plates will come to me when they get here. I've told him not to send them until he's pretty much settled down, rather than sending me stuff when I've got a perfectly perfect razor for my daily shaves, until he settles down a bit, if he settles down a bit. And so I'm just going to take it from there. So it might be a while before I see the plates in the den. I'm not 100% sure. Splash, COOLABAH splash. Now this one pretty much separates, so all your oils all float to the top. There's not a lot of oils in it when they float to the top. When you give it a good shake and they mix up, the scent explodes. And other than that, that's me done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. If you've got any questions or comments, pop them down below. You can get me on Instagram, Messenger, Facebook, and you can also, well, you can get hold of me through email, anothercupabove@gmail.com. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed yet, and this is the first video you've watched, subscribe to the channel. I am like 6 subscribers away from 2,000. I will be doing a giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. I will, however, be waiting for a few products to come to the house first. So it's happening, it will be happening, The products are definitely coming, they won't be too far away. Once they get here, well, basically what the plan is, there'll be 5 brushes given away, and there will be 4 soaps given away before the brushes. 1 Instagram giveaway, which will be a turn and shade brush, and then 4 brushes given away on the YouTube channel through the YouTube, and there'll be 4 soaps as well, so there'll be a soap each for each brush, and I'll chuck in a couple of packs of blades and bits in there. So I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I just can't wait to get this one over and done with. It's been a long time coming for another giveaway. I was meant to do one at 1,000 subscribers, it never happened, it all went to shit. So this is literally just an amalgamation of 1,000 and 2,000, and yeah, we'll just see how we go. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.